Okay, so we are going to utilize those concepts in Jenkins, and we are going to see most of the things as of now. So I'm not going to tell it complicated project as of now. The way we have discovered the graphical interface project that we have deployed. So today we are going to deploy the same thing with the help of code as a pipeline. Okay, how to configure? I'm going to use the snippet generator where you will be able to generate the code and then you are going to utilize them. Okay, because already I believe everyone has understanding on how to add the tools, how to add the environment, how to add the parameters, how to add the post, right, and how to add the conditions. Okay, so we'll discuss in detail. So Jenkins is not a finalized classes. Okay, 3 to 4 classes, sorry, 2 classes or one more 2 classes I will be taking, and then after I'll jump into the AWS one, AWS Linux and Bash script, and also in weekdays 1 and 2 times I will be discussing and I will be explaining the Jenkins. Okay, so ऐसा नहीं है कि Jenkins की क्लास खत्म हो जाएगी, it will keep on running. Okay, so वीक में मैं 2 बार कंडक्ट करूँगा Jenkins की क्लास, and rest of the day I will be discussing about AWS and Linux one. ठीक है, because लिनक्स AWS और जेनकिंस ये ऐसी चीज़ें हैं जो हमेशा पैरेलली चलती रहेंगी, बीच बीच में मैं टॉपिक लेकर के आता रहूँगा. ठीक है, डेवॉप्स ऐसा नहीं है कि एक छोटा सा फील्ड है, देयर आर सो मैनी थिंग्स दैट वी हैव टू एक्सप्लोर. देन आपको लैब भी करना है, लैब करने के बाद आपको चीज़ों को पॉइंट टू पॉइंट रखना है कि हाँ इंटरव्यू में क्या क्या क्वेश्चंस दैट वी हैव टू टेल. ओके, सो लेट्स जंप इनटू दैट. आई हैव ऑलरेडी क्रिएटेड द जेनकिंस मशीन. Just give me a second. Okay, so let's just let me create the fresh machines and everything so that one person will do the Jenkins setup and one person will do the. Okay, just give me a second. So we create the infrastructure from the beginning. So basic settings I will be doing. Who is aware of Tomcat setup? Rahul, have you done the Tomcat setup?
I have done it, but I need to just check.
Okay, I'll do one thing. Just give me a favor. Just I'm going to create the EC2 system. Just install the Jenkins on it. Okay, I'll give you the credential. Everything is installed in the testing server, so I'm not going to use the existing testing server. Okay, just install the Jenkins. Okay, so I'll put them as it is. Okay, Jenkins master. Okay, select existing and user and join the class. Okay, guys, my voice is audible properly.
Yes, it is audible.
Neat and clean, right?
थोड़ी एको आ रही है. Echo.
Background noise.
What happening with my uh, okay, let me do one thing. Too small. Okay, so existing key here. Select existing group. That is fine. So I'll give this a script in order to set up the credential. Okay. So username is Minch for the Ubuntu Jenkins machine and password is password. So I'll give you the IP address directly. So what exactly this script is going to do? It is going to create one user, admin power user, and it is going to enable the username and password authentication as well. Okay, I'll give you this script to you guys. So this is the basic, this is the basic idea which I have given to you. So all the concept which we have discussed, I'm going to include in here. Okay. And फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल पहले क्या करेंगे हम लोग पहले प्रोजेक्ट बनाएंगे ठीक है बिकॉज वी डोंट हैव एनी प्रोजेक्ट सो आई विल गिव यू द प्रोजेक्ट द प्रीवियस प्रोजेक्ट ठीक है इसके बाद जो मैं दूसरा प्रोजेक्ट में आप लोगों को डेटाबेस के लिए और लैब हो जाने के बाद आप लोगों का प्रैक्टिस हो जाने के बाद इसके बाद मैं आप लोगों को बताऊंगा विच में हाँ द the 2 tiers application. One will be the front end and second will be the back end. Back end will be the database. So I'll be creating some certain projects. Okay. And with the help of that certain project, what we're gonna do, we will be able to register myself. Everyone can register in the application and they can log in. Okay. And third deployment I will be doing with the Active Directory and everything. ठीक है तो सबसे पहले ये बेसिक वाला कंप्लीट कर लेते हैं विद द हेल्प ऑफ पाइपलाइन देन विल गो थ्रू दैट वन. Okay, so first creating the project. Creating project. Set up GitHub account. Set up GitHub account. Push the code. Push the code to GitHub private repository. Jenkins, which is already done. Okay, set up Jenkins, create pipeline as a code. And before that, what is the prerequisites we have? We are going to create one Tomcat server to deploy. Okay, and then after what exactly we're going to do? We are going to create two stage server, and the production server. And we know that we can deploy continuously in stage, but for the production we require manager approval. Okay. Something like that, we'll create some button so that automatically it will not deploy. So we are going to have the setup. Okay, so once I say create pipeline, under create pipeline, under create pipeline, create pipeline, what exactly we are going to set up? We are going to set up under the pipeline tools, that will be a Maven. Okay, and second, one, third, test cases, run Maven test case, test cases. Fourth, compile code. Fifth, archive the artifact. Then deploy to Tomcat. So here is straightforward. I will be putting stage and then production. Okay. Stage, how many servers I will be taking? I will tell the first simple pipeline, then I will be adding the multiple servers. So stage, first simple will take, just for understanding I'm writing stage 2 server in production. For example, we are having the 3 servers, right? So that is how we can understand. And then, this server will be under the ALB, just for the advanced classes. As of now, I'm not going to tell. Tomorrow classes I'm going to tell. It will be under the load balancer, and it is also going to be under the load balancer. Okay. So this is one kind of architecture. So as of now, ignore this part. Just I'm going to deploy it 2 servers and 3 servers. First 1 server, and then I'm going to deploy it 2 servers and 3 servers. Okay. That is how exactly how exactly it looks like. All are clear with points? Chandu, Rahul.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes, Nishan.
And then after, what exactly, just for your real time understanding, real time projects for your base understanding, what I'm going to do, Jenkins server will be there, proper naming convention we are going to do, and Jenkins server, and two, one Linux agent, just for understanding, and one window agent, and then we will create in AWS. What we're gonna create in AWS? Jenkins server and you know 53. Don't worry about. I'll discuss this one. What exactly Route 53 does? It's a DNS system kind of thing. Name service kind of features it is providing. Okay, Route 53 and load balancer. Don't take it heavy. What is Route 53 and load balancer? I'm gonna tell everything. Okay, and just because we are covering the Jenkins, so what exactly I want you can understand. I mean, what exactly I want is you can understand all the architecture, how exactly it looks like. It is going to be the real-time architecture, the basic architecture that we use. Okay, load balancer will come, and under the load balancer, two load balancer will be there. One is for the stage, and third will be for, sorry, one is for the stage, and second one will be for production load balancer. है ना? Under this stage, two servers I will put. Okay, under this production, I'm going to put three servers. Right? And for the security purpose, what we need Active Directory servers. I'm going to create. This is DevOps infra, and this side you will be having the which one application infra, application infrastructure, the basic level. You will understand everything by this particular lab, using this particular lab. Okay, and how many come to route 53 load balancer and stage, Tomcat server will be creating route 53 load balancer. And the stage we are going to create two servers, and the production we are going to create three servers, and then database server. Okay, and for SSL certificate. Okay, so by this particular lab, you will understand the real picture. Okay, and as of now, this is also one kind of sample lab for you, a real-time sample lab. And then in after, we are not going to create only one master, or we are not going to have only one branch. Okay, in the real-time scenario, when I will be telling you the real-time project, okay, I will include all these things as well. But apart from that, I'm going to include under the GitHub, we are going to create under private repository, going to create QA branch. Don't worry, discussing the real-time project just for your overview. Stage branch and production. Okay, as of now we are using only one repository, and master branch we are using. Okay, and the production branch is nothing, we are calling them as a master branch as well. Okay, and let me get back to the old slides. Okay, here one more thing I discussed, security infrastructure also we are going to maintain. As of now, I will be creating only one infrastructure as active directory. Active directory, I'll give the name as a security infrastructure. Security infra. Okay, just for next lab, right after this next level, this all will come into the picture. Okay, I'll give you an idea today itself. Route 53 load balancer, how exactly it is. Okay, security infra, and I will put active directory server for the time being. And you know what, this active directory server, you will be able to log in into the application with the help of single user. I will be creating this active directory server, and this active directory server will be connected with the Jenkins. It will be also connected with these three servers. Also, it is going to connect it with these two servers. So you will be able to log in. So there will be a Linux machine, and Linux machines are there, right? So you will be able to log in with all the credentials using the Jenkins. Suppose I have created Rahul user, right? Rahul can log in into the Jenkins server, and Rahul can log in with the same credential I'm talking. Rahul can log in into this server as well. Rahul can log in into this server as well. I no need to create any additional logins. Okay, sorry, I no need to create any additional users. If I create Venkatesh, Venkatesh is also going to have the same credential across the environment. You can use it. But this is the implementation part. How exactly infrastructure is being built, right? So this is the first scenario. But because it's a stage and production, right? Different environments are there. But when I will be telling you the real-time projects, okay, stage direct active directory will be different, and production active directory will be different server. Okay, so stage user can only have login into the stage Jenkins, and stage Tomcat server or any other environment. They will be able to log in with the help of particular credentials it is going to show. For the production Jenkins. For the production Tomcat, production web server, application server, or AWS server. Okay, clear? सबको समझ में आ रहा है ना मैं क्या बोल रहा हूँ? Everyone is getting it. What exactly I'm trying to explain?
Yeah, Nishant.
Just let me
Yeah.
know, pull out your doubts or anything. Just let me know. I'll give the idea what exactly it is. And when I was discussing about when I was talking about the load balance and Route 53, so don't worry about the Route 53. I will tell you the workflow how exactly it works. Basic understanding I will give you, and load balancer as well, so that you'll understand how exactly it is going to work. And then when I will jump into the AWS, because the Jenkins we are mostly in Edge, right? So what exactly I want, at least you should have an idea how the projects are getting created, right? Once we will complete the AWS and Linux, we will create a very big infrastructure, absolutely like real-time infrastructure, where I will be having so many things, certificates, tools, password management tool, absolutely real-time project. The way I'm working in the organization, I will be creating the same projects for you guys. Okay, so one can become a developer, one can become a two people can become a DevOps engineer, three people can become a tester or something. So I'll give you the different role. You will be raising the RFC, you will be raising the service now tickets, everything I will be setting up for you. Okay. So let's first jump into this particular part, the lab. So this is the one. Okay, creating project in lab. So for that, what exactly I'm going to do? The same project I will be using, simple straightforward project, so that you can understand how exactly that is going to be done. I believe I have uploaded this project as well for you, but make sure in the today class also I'm going to upload this lab, project, the sample project which we have used earlier. Okay. So see, I'm collecting all the projects, right? So as of now, I'm deploying just login page, right? In the next classes, in next level, tomorrow lab, what exactly I'm going to deploy? Actual working, login and registration page, and you will be having your profiles as well, right? So that is how implementation. I will be considered today class as a feature one project, and tomorrow class will be as a feature two, feature three, feature four, something like that. Then once your real time project will come, you will see the absolutely real time applications. Okay. Hello. So what I'm gonna do, I'll go to my old repository and let me download the code. I don't want to spend time to create projects. We are going to use the existing project. It was a class 11 project that I had, I believe. Class 11. Okay, so this is the project that we have, right? So let me download this project. Point batch, and I will be in the folder batch 016, and I'm pasting this project, extract it. Okay, and now this is our project. Guess inside this particular project. Okay, class 11 class 11. Okay, anyway, get inside the pom.xml file, whatever files we have, right? So first what we're gonna do, right click and we are going to create the local repository. And before that, what we have to check, I told you, will tell me the command git config -global user dot name. Check what is that? Okay, but previous classes user dot name. Okay, I'll put it as a, okay, if you check the command right now, I have changed the user, right, Nishan, and I'm going to check the email address as well. Okay, I'm going to put the email address as image box image @. Okay, done. Then we can see our projects are here, right? pom.xml and src folder is there. So what we're gonna do, we are going to create the local repository. Okay, so check whether local repository exists or not. What is the command you will be using? Git status. See, it is giving an error. That means there is no local repository. So let's create the local repository. Git init command run. Then the command git status will come to. See, pom.xml and src directory, that is not a track. So what we are gonna do? Git add dot. We are going to do staging. Then git status. Okay, all the projects are up to date right now. Right now, what we are going to do? We are going to commit locally so that our code will be finalized locally. Git commit -n. Okay, feature one. I'll give as a feature one this project. Then now run the command git status. Working, free, clean means our local repository is ready to push the code to the remote server. What is the remote server? The GitHub account. Okay, so let's create one GitHub repository. So okay, so and always remember guys, when you unzip this particular code, okay, so it has multiple directory. Get inside the main directory where your pom.xml file is there, then right click and then do the git init, git add, git commit. Okay, clear? Do not commit mistake here, otherwise it is going to be difficult for you. And let me know if you come across any issues or anything. I will help you out. Okay, Mayuri, you are there, right? Please make the point what exactly I'm doing. The project explanation in the lab. Okay, so I'm going to create the repository. So what I'm gonna do, click on new private repository guys. No one is going to use public repositories for the practice purpose. Okay, I am giving the project repository name as a class hyphen 017. Okay, and then okay, I'll give it as a project development. Okay, private and create repository. Okay, so it will give the command git remote add because we don't have any URL right now. Okay, so I already told you what is the command you have to run right after creating the repository. This is the command you have to run. If you run the command right now, git origin, if output is not coming, okay, it should be git remote, I believe. Okay, so right now there is no output is coming. So what exactly it means? It means there is no GitHub server URL is updated. So what is the command we are using in order to add the remote server GitHub URL in our local machine? What we can do? We can run the command git remote add origin, right? This is the command we are using, right? And then copy the directly. You can copy paste this command as well, not an issue. Or directly you can copy the command which I have run. Both are same thing actually. Okay. Hit enter. Kuch mistake kar diya. Okay. Well, I run the command double time. Okay. Right now run the command git remote. Are you able to see the origin? Previously were you able to see the origin, the output? No, right? Because of that, because we did not have any remote server URL in the machine. We have added, and in order to validate what exactly I have done it, right after adding the origin URL, I ran the command git space remote, so that I can validate, okay, origin is added. Origin means remote server is added in my laptop, so that I can push the code. Simple. In order to see the details in details, see the the origin in details, you can run the command git remote -v. Got it? This is how you can also validate. Okay, if you run the command git remote, it will give the origin. If you run the -v, it will give you the origin full URL. Okay, let's push the code. Git push origin. Origin means remote URL. Origin, git push origin master. What is our branch name, guys? Our branch name is, if you see, git status. If you see, our branch name is master. So I'm going to push the code from master branch. Git push origin master. Okay. So suppose in case if you have not logged into the suppose in case if you have not logged into the GitHub account, okay, it will prompt you. Okay, it will prompt you to authorize the access, because already I have logged in, so that is the reason it did not give me the prompt directly. It has pushed the code to the origin remote server. Okay, so let's do one thing. Let's reload this page and you will be able to see our code. See, clear, guys, till here? And then right after that we have to generate the token. Where exactly you have to generate the token, so that you can have the access from Jenkins server. Go to the settings. Wait, okay, developer settings and personal access token classic. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'm going to generate the new token. From the password. Okay, give the name as a project one or something, anything you can give it. Just giving that because I call it. Okay, all these things I will discuss in our version control lectures. That is a different subject. Okay, so let's maintain the system class. Okay, I'll copy this code and I'll go to the git token. Okay, and Jenkins IP. What is the Jenkins IP? So let's make a note of it, so that we can have the proper understanding. So many browsers are there. Okay, anyway, I'm having. I'll copy it from here. Jenkins IP. URL. Okay, 8080. And then we need Tomcat servers IP. Tomcat. Stage Tomcat. stage Tomcat. Okay, production Tomcat. Second server stage Tomcat server. Tomcat. Okay. So I will be giving you the testing for the first server first. Let me. So what we're gonna do? Our GitHub is ready. Our project is ready right now, and our Jenkins server is also ready. Let me log in into the server. Jenkins server. Admin. Admin. Now click on new items. Before doing that, what we're gonna do, because we require first, let's copy the code, so that we can understand how exactly codes are getting copied. Okay. So what I'm gonna do, let's create one project, and we are going to give them as a project class 17. Okay. Pipeline. Hit OK. Okay. And then we are going to write the code pipeline. Okay. Then agent any will come. Agent any. Okay. And then we'll be having the stages. I'm adding for the time being stages, right? For the time being, I'm adding only single stage for your understanding. Okay. Stage name, right? And then curly braces open. Automatically, if you use shift enter, automatically it will create one curly braces closed as well. Okay. So you don't have to worry about anything. Steps. With the steps, automatically if you use shift enter, shift plus enter, automatically it will create the close braces as well for that particular block. Okay. So I'm going to write one command first. Echo clone is in progress. Right? I can write this command. I'm not making it complicated for you. I'm just making it, simple, straightforward, so that you can understand the concept, what's exactly happening here. Code clone is completed successfully. Right? And in the third steps, because it's the beginning and this is the ending, right? So just for a easy understanding what exactly I'm going to do, I'm going to create the syntax using the pipeline syntax. Okay, this one. And what exactly you want to copy? Git type. So you have to go to the snippet generator and then search for checkout. You can search for git as well and checkout as per your understanding. Okay. Remote repository URL it is asking. So let me put the remote repository URL. Go to the tree. Okay. Class 17. Give here. Copy it. We are going to maintain everything so that you can understand how exactly things are happening. URL. paste the URL, and credential we don't have anything as of now. See, we can add the credential in different way. So what are the credential? I can add the credential just for understanding. I'm telling you, I'm not creating from there. I don't want to make it complex for you. Just go to the manage Jenkins. Under the manage Jenkins, you will find credential. Under the credential, click on system. Under system, click on add domain, or else don't do anything. Just click on global credential only, unrestricted. Add credential, and see, that is the same thing, right? You can add git project 17 credential. Okay, so many credential you can add it. Okay, I'm going to copy this code, paste it here. Okay, so this is the another way that you can add the credential. Okay, I have added the credential. Automatically it should come here. One second, let me go snippet generator, right, and check out done git remote URL. If you scroll down, right, see, automatically it is coming. Did you see that? Where exactly I have created this particular credential? I have created this particular credential in credential section under Jenkins, manage Jenkins, right? And if you want to create it from here also, you can create it from here as well. Okay, for example, I'm creating this one more credential, class 17 for git, and I'm putting the credential. So either way or that way, and just for the your understanding purpose, I'm creating two same credentials. So just for understanding, and if you add here, see, not here, drop down, right? Automatically it is coming here. Okay, so whichever you want to select, you can select it. Just for understanding purpose, I have created this particular two credentials. Okay, clear guys? Chalo, I'm selecting anything, all are same. Okay, what is our branch name, guys? Master branch. Okay, then click on generate. See, automatically it has generated the code. I can directly copy this code, or I can simplify it for their understanding as well. Okay, so what exactly I can do? Let me copy this code into some notepad. How exactly you can simplify, because it is looking little complex, right? Very long line. So what you can do, after right after the comma, just press enter. Right after the comma, just press enter. Okay. And credential part, okay, that is fine. You can also put this part. Right, right now it looks easy, right, for you understanding purpose. So that is what also you can do that. Okay, so right after one comma, just hit enter. Right after one comma, yeah, hit enter. And under the configuration, user remote configuration, just wait for this particular comma and then enter, and then you will get the configuration like that. Right, simple, not in single line, but we have categorized in such a way so that we can look it properly. Then so that is also, I mean, you can, I mean, there is no issue at all, but yeah, for understanding purpose, you can update it that way as well. Okay, or else in case if I want to copy the entire, so it will not be visible for you if I copy the entire code, or if I'm writing that way. If I want to do that way, uh, copy and paste it as well, both are fine. Okay, but it is looking little complex, so that is what I am doing. See, extension, then shift enter, automatically it is coming. That is also you can do that for an easy understanding, right? So everything is looks fine, right? I can identify, otherwise what exactly I have to do? I need to I need to scroll right side at the bottom. Sometimes it could be very long. So you can do that way in order to look familiar for you. Okay. So let's build this code. Okay. Click on save and click on build. Go to the stages and we will be able to see the output. What's happening here? Check out version control. Okay, that's fine, not an issue. Cloning repository, blah blah blah. Fetching upstream changes, blah blah blah. Class 17, that is fine. Field currently documentation for information and the status code is 0. Okay. Let me do one thing. Something is not right. I have selected the correct credential. It is happening due to the credential issues. Let me select the first credential which I have created. So I'm going to copy this credential ID only. Click on configure. This was the part, right? Let's configure this one. Putting the credential which I have created from the snip generator. Okay. So click on save and stages. Click on build now. This also failed. Going to generate the new one. Jenkins. Okay. Leave username as a test kit. And let me copy the code. Seems like okay, that is mistake. See, I copied only from HP, not GP, right? So whenever you are copying, right, make sure you are copying the correctly. Okay, copying the code correctly. So what I can do, I'm generating the new and putting the right password. I kept the wrong password. I left one alphabet. So that is the reason it is giving an error. So it should work fine now. Uh, just to get take this value because the last time with the password which I have generated, right, so that was kind of wrong. Let me put the correct password. So issues are coming, that is fine. That is how you can identify okay where exactly issues can come. So that is a good thing. Okay, save. Go to the stages, look how exactly it looks. See, it is completed, right? What was the issue, guys? Credential issues. Because I copied, I just forgot to copy out. I forgot to copy G as well. I copied from HP. So that is the reason it gave me an error. Okay. So that part is completed, and let's do one thing. Let's install one plugin. Okay, because we want to test the Maven because we can build our project with the help of Maven as well, right? So in that scenario, we'll do one thing right now. We are going to install the Maven. I can directly install it, but I will suggest you first configure under the tool. Configure first under the come here, click on add Maven. Give the name, whatever name that you are going to give here, you are going to call them right there. Okay. So whatever name I am giving here, right, under the pipeline, I am going to define the same thing. Maven. Which version you want to install automatically? 3.6.3. Save. Done. Go to the dashboard and then configure. We are going to add the tool here, right? So tool where exactly in the last class, in the last class we have discussed where exactly we have to define the tool right after the agent. Okay, just write tools, curly braces open, shift enter, and then type. Okay. So this will also fine. Just checking if I'm not making any mistakes. Okay. So that is how exactly you can define. Okay. Maven, under the Maven, which one you want to call it? We want to call the tag Maven, right? Under the Maven, what exactly we have defined, guys? What is the name? For example, under the configuration, if I would have given, for example, if you go to the tools, under the tools, what is the name we have given, guys? Maven, right? If I am giving Maven 1, so I need to define the name Maven 1 there. If I am defining 2, so I have to define 2 there. Okay? So this is for automatic installation. So what is the name I have given here, guys? Maven, and the tag name is Maven, and under the single quotation give the name as it is that we have defined under the tool. So that is the name Maven, right? As of now, how many stages we have, guys? We have only one stages. What is that? Code clone. Right now I'm going to create another stages, right? So stage 1, 2, stage 1, 2, 3. So one is the parent one. So I have to define it 1, 2. See, stages is finishing from here. You can see the red color, and I'm creating the another stage from here. Stage and rotation, and then give the name. Test cases. Curly braces open. Scroll down. Everyone is visible, right? Everyone can see the screen clearly. There is
Yes,
nothing in the
yes.
font. Test cases, and then under the stages, what we are going to have steps, right? And curly braces open. Shift enter, automatically it will create it for you. Okay. What is the step that we want to run? We want to run the command Maven single quotation, write the command mvn. This is the command we were using in order to run the test cases. Okay, so this command basically developer will give it to you. Okay, because they are writing the test cases, we are not writing. Just for understanding purposes, understand there is one test cases. That is nothing, by default it's a test only. So we are going to define the same thing, right? So sh mvn test. Okay, in case if you want to check the Maven version, okay, you can run the another command under double quotation. You can write mvn hyphen version as well. Okay, so let's run this command. So go to the stage, build. You will be able to see the two stages. See, tool installation is in progress. So automatically it is going to install the tool for you. Code clone is also completed. Run test cases. What is the stages name I have given? Run test cases. First command will be Maven version. So what I'm everything is completed. Code clone is completed. Okay, run test cases. It has downloaded all the dependencies right now. So it was here like that. So what is the Maven version? It has installed 3.6.3 automatically, because in the under the tool we have configured, okay, install this particular Maven version. Okay, and what is the home directory for this Maven version? This one. It's the one. What is the Java home directory? This is the Java home directory. So it is showing all the information as well. If you run the command mv1 space hyphen version, right? So code clone is completed, tool installation is completed, run test cases is also completed. Right now we want to clone the, compile the code. We are going to configure it. Okay, let me know if you guys have any doubt in between. Okay, so we have another stages, run test cases right after. Okay, 1 and 2, 1 and 2, then we are going to, our stage is completed, this stage, previous stage, so we are going to create it from here. Stage, okay, and give the name, the rotation okay, compile, code, and then curly braces open, shift hit enter, and then what you have to define steps here. Steps, curly braces open, shift enter, that is closed. And under this, what exactly we want to do, what command we want to run? Sh single quotation mvn clean install, clean the previous dependencies and then reinstall it, re-download it and reinstall it. Okay, and see, and we can add the post action in case if you want. I will not make it complicated right now. Let's go simple step by steps. Okay, I can add it more complexity here, but our focus is to understand this, how exactly these blocks are getting written, so for your understanding also I can run some command like echo mvn build is in progress. Okay, so save it and then go to the stages. How many stages are here? 1, 2, 3. One more stages I have added. 4 stages will be there. One is ran already. Code runs completed. Run test cases. File code. File code is in progress. It is downloading the. Okay. It has downloaded, build is completed successfully, right? So post action, what we can do, we can add the post action inside the pipeline block, or also we can add inside the stages, or also we can add inside the individual stages as well. Okay, we will add it later. Just we'll remove the complexity of the pipeline. Just understand the basic things, what exactly that can be done. Okay, compile code is completed. Right now, I'm going to install one more plugin. What is the plugin name? Blue Ocean plugin I will install, so that you can visualize the pipeline more clearly as well. Okay, so this is the default which came along with the plugin. You can use the other plugin in order to visualize the pipeline properly, or it will give you more insight on that. So let's go to the manage Jenkins and go to the plugins, search blue, search in capital letter, otherwise lots of uh, plugins come into the picture. Blue Ocean. Okay, so this is the plugin name. What is the plugin name? Blue Ocean. Just select this one, click on install. Okay, once it is installed, so you can see how the plugin is playing the vital role, right? Role based access control. Do you remember, right? And then this one, Blue Ocean, dark theme. So many things are there that you can integrate it. Let it install, then we'll continue. start the Jenkins. Admin, admin. If you want to have some rich features in the plugin, also you can use this one. Visibility, then this existing pipeline graphical interface. See, if you go to the dashboard and get inside the project, under the project you will see open blue ocean. I should have I'm going to open in the new tab and I'm going to open stage 1 in the new tab. See, this is how your interactions or interfaces look like, right? So it is giving you a little bit rich features, what exactly that can be done, right? So this is the, based on your requirement, okay, you do not need to install the plugin unnecessarily until or unless it is required. If it is giving you useful information, then you can use it based on your requirement. Okay. So this is how exactly it is going to open. So if you click on run, finish. So that is how the interface is same. Okay, but sometimes what happen, if there is complex pipeline or something, it is going to help you to identify the things. Suppose if you want to see the logs, you can see the logs right here, all the logs. See, so which one is easy for you to use, you can use any of them. Okay, so as of now compile code is running. Okay, Maven clean install. So this is how our build is completed. Okay, so whichever looks fine for you, you can use that one. Okay, so that is the way you can also see the logs and all. Okay, so first Maven tool installation, and then environment, blah blah blah, build in progress, and build is progress. Okay, so basically I was looking for this compile code, right? Code clone, if you go, so this is related to the code clone nodes. You check out clean code. Okay, you go to run test cases, you find it here. Ambient version, right? This is the command we have run. Then we have command ambient test and all. And if you go to the code compile, okay, you can give see this particular box and will install. So that is how you can identify. Okay. So right now, what exactly we have defined it? We have cloned the code. We have installed the Maven tool. And second thing, we have cloned the code. And third thing, we have run the test cases. And fourth thing, we have compiled the code. And right now, what we have to do, we have to archive the var file as well. Okay. In order to archive the var file, I'm going to take you to the snippet generator. So that is where you will get the code easily. Okay. So I'm going to create the new stages. This stage is completed. One, just hit enter and write the stage name. Okay, and give the name stage name. What is the stage name? Okay, archive. I'll give it as an archive. Archive. So enter, and then you have to add the steps. Curly braces open, curly braces close with the help of shift enter, and here we have to define, right? So how exactly you can do? You can go to the snippet generator, go to the snippet generator and archive. Okay, automatically you can search it, archive article. It will come in the prompt. What exactly you want to search? You want to search the war file, latest war file. slash star dot var. What is the ending file? Dot var file. Ending with dot var file. Search in the current working directory workspace and pull out this particular file. Okay. Star dot var. And I don't think anything is required. Just leave these things right now, and you can copy this one, paste into the pipeline block section, stage section. Done. Save. Okay. This is the pipeline, right? If I reload it, and if I want to run it, I can run it once again. Restart compile code. Okay, sorry, my bad. I'll just compile the code. I will start the entire pipeline. So you know what is the feasibility it is giving? So if you see this pipeline, see, if you see this pipeline, guys, did you notice one thing? I cannot trigger. I want to trigger code clone, right? I cannot trigger it. If I want to trigger run test individually, I cannot trigger it. Once this start from tool install, it is going to complete it till end of the code. Did you understand the point? So what's happening here? I'll tell you. So this is the another richest features in the this one, Blue Ocean. Normal interface. We have created the pipeline, right? Stage 1, 2, 3 and 4. So once you have trigger here, it is going to complete till 4th, right? There is no way that you can start it from here. There is no way that you can start it from here. There is no way that you can start it here. Now my requirement is come. This one is successful. This one is successful. This got failed. Understand my point? What exactly I'm trying? Right now I have a pain point. I cannot run individually, right? Either I have to start from the beginning once again, right? There is a problem right now. Suppose this particular build took 2 hours or 3 hours of time, right? And the problem part is, again, if you run the build from the beginning, all the stages, because in the normal interface we don't have any option to trigger it from some certain stage, because it is running from top to bottom altogether. But we have a requirement right now. If I want to trigger from here, I want to trigger it from here, I want to trigger it from here, so you can achieve it with the help of Blue Ocean plugin. You can achieve it from Blue Ocean plugin. I'll write the plugin name. Just search on the section. Automatically trigger. So here, for example, we have the stages 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. My requirement is I just want to trigger it from here. I can trigger it. I just want to trigger only this particular stage. Where stages. This and this one is stage. Stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, stage 4, stage 5, right? If I want to trigger it from here, I can trigger it with the help of. If you want to see it, I will show you with the help of Blue Ocean plugin. This is the another feature, right? Suppose I want to I want to run which stages, guys? Code clone part only. I went here and load the page. Okay. Let me reopen it. See, so option is here, guys, on the top. This is the option here, right? So what are the plugin name? What are the stages that we have? We can see it from here. Okay. So if you want to trigger, you can trigger it from here. Okay. Now my requirement is, what is my requirement? I just want to run the test cases only. Just click on this part, and there is an option, build option, the refresh button. Just click on that. Let's start it from the beginning. There is actually options. Okay, so now what exactly my requirement was, I want to run it from the run test cases. First you have to run the pipeline. In case if you want to run the pipeline once again, see if I select this one, compile code, see compile code is coming. If you'll click here, run test cases coming. If you'll click here, code clone is coming. Okay, once you run the pipeline and you want to trigger it from particular stages, for example, this is one stages for me. I want to run it from here. So run test cases will run, compile code will run, code clone will not run here. Okay, so I'm clicking on run test cases and just restart. If you click on here, by mistake I told you that if you click on here, it will start from the beginning. So you have to select the stages and then you have to select this particular option to start run test cases stage. See, it is running from here. It is not touching the code clone. Did you see that? It is not touching the code clone. It is started from here to compile code. Okay, and you will get the green color. If it is failure, it will become in red color. Okay, so right now, for example, I want to run only compile code. So click on compile code and then you can restart it. So you see that only compile code clone has skipped, run test case has skipped, and compile code part is running. Okay, so this is the another feature. So you can tell it, okay, you are using the Blue Ocean plugin in order to get them rich features. So one of the feature is that one of the good feature from the Blue Ocean is you can trigger the stages from anywhere you want, whether it is clone, whether it is test cases, whether it is SonarQube, whether it is blah blah blah. Okay, I hope everyone is on same page. Are we good, guys? Not feeling bored? Anything?
No,
Chin
it's
shaking?
complex.
Yeah, that is the reason I said Mayuri will be there to help you out for this lab. Okay, so it's not like that we are doing. That is the reason I can see. I can put lots of things in here, right? We have understand environment variable, right? We have understand input variable. We have understand this one post options. We have understood the parameterize, and we have understand the script, right? We have seen. So I'm not implementing everything into a simple pipeline. I'm just talking about the basic stage, right? Clone tool, we required code, we required test cases, we required and compiling the code that is required, and another one is archiving the code. So whatever I'm just writing one by one all the stages which is required. Okay. So if you go to the configuration, sit here and then build progress, and now we were running the old pipeline, right? As of now, because we have the new pipeline right now, so what exactly I'm gonna do, because I have added the new stages. यहाँ पे देखो मैंने new stages add किया, archive war file, मेरे को वो artifact दो, क्योंकि वो मेरे को artifact क्यों चाहिए, उसको मेरे को Tomcat server में deploy करना है, इसलिए मैं इस artifact को copy कर रहा हूँ वर्क स्पेस में जो आपके डैशबोर्ड में दिखेगा. ठीक है, तो एक काम करता हूँ मैं इसका, I'll go to the Blue Ocean. Okay, click on run. So actually one new stages should come. I'm not sure why exactly it is not coming. Okay, it is coming. Okay, so stage number 1 code clone, stage number 2 run test case, stage number 3 compile code, stage number 4 archive var file. है ना? If you will go to the dashboard now, see, if you click on artifact, this is the artifact. You can download this artifact in your laptop as well. Okay, and if you go to the normal, one pages, right? See, you can see the artifact right now, right? Because we were not aware of it. Because earlier क्या हो रहा था कि पहले हम ये देख रहे थे कि चलो कोड कंपाइल हो रहा है, टेस्ट हो रहा है ना, बट हम लोग ये नहीं देख पा रहे थे कि एक्चुअल आउटपुट क्या है. दिस इज द एक्चुअल आउटपुट दैट यू कैन डाउनलोड इन योर लैपटॉप एज वेल, राइट? अंडरस्टूड? राइट नाउ अभी कौन से स्टेजेस हम क्रिएट करेंगे, पहले मैं एक स्टेज क्रिएट करूंगा. कौन सा स्टेज? टॉमकैट करके मैं स्टेजेस क्रिएट करूंगा. ठीक है, उसके लिए हम लोग को क्या करना पड़ेगा, टॉमकैट का सेटअप करेंगे. ठीक है, स्टेज सर्वर का. ठीक है, कोई दिक्कत, कोई डाउट? somebody is having doubt. Let's yep, tell me what is the doubt. Okay, build the pipeline, and where we will be creating some certain stages which is compulsory, right? For example, if we'll go here, what if the code clone is compulsory? Hai na? Run test cases is compulsory. Hai na? Code compile is compulsory, run test case is compulsory, compile code is compulsory. So basically, if I'll ask this question after seeing this, how many stages I have created? Manisha, you can tell me how many stages I have created. First, code clone. Second, run test cases. Third, compiling the code. Because if I will not compile the code, I will not get the .war file. And .war file is very important file. That is, because of that, you are going to run the application. You will be able to see in the browser, right? And archive file means what? We need to archive this code, copy this code to the Tomcat server. So what exactly I have done it? I have copied this code to the workspace so that directly Tomcat server can download it from here, and it can download it and copy it from, download it and copy to the Tomcat server. Clear? Shall we move forward? देखो कहीं पे भी कोई डाउट है ना, सिंपल का सा क्वेश्चन, हाउ मेनी स्टेजेस आई हैव क्रिएटेड, है ना? तो अब ये सोचो, फॉर एग्जांपल राहुल को अगर चंदू को पढ़ाना है, ठीक है, राहुल को अगर चंदू को पढ़ाना है तो चंदू क्या, राहुल क्या करेगा, चेक करेगा कि भाई मेरे को कौन कौन से स्टेजेस बनाने हैं. तो मैंने भी बोला कि मैंने जो स्टेजेस बनाए हैं, जो रिक्वायरमेंट है, वो भी फिलहाल के लिए बेसिक कॉन्सेप्चुअल अंडरस्टैंडिंग के लिए हमको क्या चाहिए, कोड तो चाहिए, रन टेस्ट केसेस हमको चाहिए, कंपाइल कोड वी वांट इट, एंड आर्काइव फाइल वी वांट इट, एंड द लास्ट फाइनल वन पार्ट इज डिप्लॉयमेंट, द रियल डिप्लॉयमेंट इज स्टार्टिंग फ्रॉम हियर. That is the reason we call them as a continuous deployment. Till here, what exactly we are calling them? From code clone till archive war file, you will be calling them here continuous integration. Now, if I will deploy, I will call them as a continuous deployment. Till this part, it is CI, continuous integration. Now I will be adding one more stages. What is that? Stage var deploy. Right. So till from here to here, what exactly you gonna call them? Continuous deployment. Then therein after I will be creating the another stages. Production, है ना? So from here to here, what exactly I'm going to call? Continuous delivery, continuous deployment, and deployment PY, deployment and delivery. Why exactly I'm calling them continuous delivery? Because here automatically deployment I will stop it. What exactly I'm gonna put? Manual interfaces. I will put it as a approval required. Okay, once I click on the button, okay, then automatically code is going to deploy to here. That is the reason we are telling them as a continuous delivery. Because why? I'll create one button here so that manager approval is required. For example, in my case, I will be a manager. So I'll click on this button, then only production will go move forward. Clear? Chandrasekhar, are you getting it?
Yes, Nishant.
So what is the requirement right now we have is we have to create the another stage, that is nothing stage stage deployment, stage war file deployment. Figure this one. Okay, creating the another stages. You want to give me the numbering so that you can understand. Okay, I'll give you the numbering. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, and See here, another stage is getting the old stage is getting completed here. So from here, I will be creating the another stage. Stage. See, I'm not doing anything, right? I'm just writing the syntax automatically. It is coming, right? If I hit the shift enter, so you don't have to worry about the syntax error if you are using this particular pipeline. Okay. As of now, we are using everything here, but in the real-time scenario, I will be using this option, right? Pipeline script from SCM. So whatever code I have written here, right? I'm going to put all this code in the GitHub, not into the Jenkins server. Okay. Then write the steps, and you know that what is the steps. Shift enter. Now, what exactly we want to deploy, guys? We want to deploy the war file. Okay. Let's create the script from there. If you go to the snippet generator, deploy to container, see deploy to container is there or not? There is no deploy to container. So what exactly I can do, I'll go to the plugin section, then I will go to the manage Jenkins, and then click on plugins, and we have to install another plugin, that is just a second. Okay, so we have to install this plugin, deploy to container. Okay, this is the plugin name, guys. Okay, another plugin that we have to install, deploy to container. So I'll do one thing, I'll write the plugin name. I'll do one thing, at the end of the classes I'll write the plugin name, you can install all together. So why exactly I'm telling, because as of now I have a requirement to deploy the WAR file to the Tomcat server, right? So this plugin will give an option in order to deploy to the stage Tomcat server. Okay, so that is the reason I'm going to install it. For now, let's install the plugin, and thereafter we'll add the stage. We don't have anything as of now, right? We don't have Tomcat server, so for the time being I'm going to install this Tomcat server, this particular plugin, then I will install the Tomcat server. Okay, so let's do one thing, let it install, then we go to the EC instance, and what exactly we're gonna do, we're gonna create the launch instance. One thing, unwanted server, let me put it down. It's Tomcat. Right instance. Make sure, okay. Sure, we are not deleting the correct server, otherwise I have to spend time to install everything. So it is installed still, it is installed still. All looks fine. Let me terminate the instance. The reason, why 3 instances are coming. Okay, stop. So this is the class 16. Okay, that is fine. Okay, let's create the Tomcat server launch instance. Okay, get the stage Tomcat, stage Tomcat. Ubuntu, and then select the version 22, version 22. That is fine. We'll try let's existing keep here, and make sure all the firewalls should open. Okay. So I'm using existing one in case if you want to create. I have already told you many times. In for example, just for your understanding, I'm telling it one more time. How to create the how to open all the ports. If you go to the select, sorry, if you select these options, yeah, network edit option was there, right? Once I clicked on that edit network, automatically this new option will come here, right? Automatically it is going to create the new security group ports for me, which will allow. What is the port number which is allowed right now? 22. If I want to add, click on add security group, and under the custom, select all traffic and source from anywhere. Anywhere 00 means anywhere. That is how you can select it. Okay. For the time being, I am not creating unwanted resources because already I have created so many things. Just for your understanding, I told you this is the way that you can create it. Okay, 8 GB is sufficient. Click on launch instance. Let the machine ready, and just in order to save the time, already I have written all the settings here. So these are the settings that we have to do. I'll give you all these things so that you will not waste time in order to do the labs and all. The status of machine. Okay, it is Tomcat 1. It seems to be ready. Let me grab the IP address. See, everything we are doing with the public IP, very costly guys, you know. So, but in the real-time project, I will not be using any private IP. I will be using, sorry, I will not be using any public IP. I will be using only private IP address, which is free of cost. So, for the time being, just for your understanding, I'm doing this lab, so I'm just using this one, public IP, so that we can remove the complexity. This is Tomcat server. This is the IP address. Okay. So let's log into the server, exit from the server. This was the Jenkins server. So I'm going to use SSH-i Ubuntu @ IP address. क्या मिस कर दिया? @ click on issue and just enable the password name and all. I'll just for your reference I'll put this script. You can change your this parameter, you can change it, whatever username you want to put it, and whatever password name that you want to put it, you can put it based on your requirement. Okay, do not use the existing one. This script is not designed in such a way so that it will reset the password for existing machine, right? So you can do one thing. I'll just write my own, I will create my own username. Okay, so this is the username which we'll be creating. So I'm going to copy. There's some issues with my mouse. Copy it. If I'll exit, what is the username I kept it? Minj, right? Password I kept it Minj. So if you see here, IP address will remain same. What is my username? Minj, right? Password is password. So you can see how much it is saving lots of time, right? Otherwise I have to log in manually, editing, blah blah blah, है ना? So within fraction of seconds, your work is done. So that is the reason we are using the script. So this is the best example, right? So when we will be learning the advanced Linux and all, I will discuss all these things with you guys. Okay, switch to the root user or something, and then follow the instruction in order to install the Tomcat. Okay, so Tomcat installation is right here. Open the command, copy the command and paste it. Java is required for the Tomcat, so we have to install the Java. We are using Tomcat 9. So let's install it. Check the status. Status. That's fine. And add this administrator console in order to manage the Tomcat. If you not install the graphical interface in application, control panel will not come for for the Tomcat. तो Tomcat का जो कंट्रोल पैनल होता है वो आपका वेब एप्लीकेशन में नहीं दिखेगा अगर आप ये यूज नहीं करोगे तो so you have to install it. So for the Tomcat 10 it comes by default, you don't have to install individual. And once it is done, let's configure. अभी देखो यहाँ पे एक सेक्शन है. What is the section? Manage script. You know why? So what is happening? Jenkins is internally using API. Jenkins is going to call to the Tomcat server. That is the reason we need to configure manager -script part, because we are not using any graphic. Are we using any graphical interface to deploy? We are not using any graphical interface to deploy the WAR file into the Tomcat server, right? So we are using some set of plugin which is using the API, and it make the API call to the Tomcat server in order to deploy the WAR file. Okay, so that is the reason we need to have this particular configuration. If rest of the thing is not there, that is fine, but this particular option should be there. Okay, so that is the reason we are adding this particular section. Okay, what is the file name that we have to add it, guys? The file name is etc tomcat 9 tomcat-user.xml. Okay, so click, hit enter, scroll down, and I will see this last option. This means is commented out, right? So just come the below, just come below from that particular arrow button, just right above the tomcat-users. Just copy this code. Password is what? Tomcat. Username is what? Tomcat. Password is login %12345. I'm just going to copy as it is. I can remove all these things. I can work with the manager script, right? I don't require manager GUI and blah blah blah. Just leave it as it is for the time being. We'll discuss in Tomcat subjects when I will be teaching. Just copy and paste here, right? Completed, and then W2. And the command what you have to use, just restart the Tomcat services. So whenever you are making any changes in the applications of the servers or anything, just restart this particular services, right? For example, SSH. After doing the configuration, I'm just starting it. Right now I have configured the Tomcat, will configure it. So I have to restart it. So command is systemctl restart Tomcat 9. Repeat. This one I will put it here as well. I forgot to put it. And then our Tomcat server is ready. Let's check whether our Tomcat server is ready or not. What is the IP address? This is the IP address, right? Tomcat server. And what will be the URL? 8080. है ना? So the Tomcat server will look like 8080. It is coming up. Let's deploy the code. Okay. So what is that? So right now, see stages I have created. I forgot to write stage. है ना? Stage var file deployment. This is the stage name I have given. है ना? What is the value I am giving as a fifth? है ना? This is the fifth stage. Fourth, this is third, and this is second. This is one. Hyphen I am putting so that you can visualize that. Right now we have to put the blocks here. Which block? Tomcat deployment, stage Tomcat deployment. So let's go to the snippet, and if you search right now, deploy to container. Let me reload it. It will come. Wrong. Let me open it from here. Once again. Deploy to Tomcat container. Is not coming. Actually, it should come. I have restarted the Jenkins, right? Have I started the Jenkins, guys? Right after the installation of Tomcat. Sorry.
No, you have not restarted, Nishan.
Okay, fine. Jenkins. Till then, what I'm gonna do? I have to restart the Jenkins. There should be an option to restart. Guys, Tomcat. I'll do one thing. I need to exit from this server. Start it. What is the Tomcat server IP address? Tomcat, sorry, Jenkins. This is SSH. Rahul, right? At the rate. Password by the system. System CDL. Stop Jenkins. System CDL. Whatever plugin you are installing it, right after the installation, just restart the Tomcat services. So in the plugin section you will give an option. In case you forgot, you can just start it from the terminal. It takes little time, so just wait for some time. Okay, it started and it will ask me the credential to log in, I believe so. Let's see. It should ask the credential. Yeah, it is asking. Okay. Also, reload the snippet generator. It will come right now. If you search now, देखो आ रहा है deploy war2 container. Okay, so this is the plugin that we have to use it. Okay, so what is the war file that we are going to deploy? We are going to deploy, well, web app hyphen app dot war file. So you can use this wildcard to filter out from the working directory. Okay, star dot var, that is enough. What is the application name that you want to give it? I want to give it as a app. You can give xyz, it's not like that. You can give xyz also. Okay, just for proper naming, I'm putting this app. Add container, just add the container. What is the Tomcat version? Tomcat version 9. Credential, as of now we don't have, so let's add the credential. You know that we can add the credential from here as well as from the manage Jenkins section as well. Okay, so what is the username? Tomcat. Do you remember what is the username I kept it there? The Tomcat configuration. Under the Tomcat configuration, what is the username? Tomcat. Password is login password. Same password username I'm going to give here. Correct. Password is login percent 12345. Done. Add. Set the credential. Tomcat. What is the URL, guys? If you see the example, it is saying okay, this is the URL you should put. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to copy the Jenkins server URL for the time being right now. This is the URL. Copy it and paste it here. Done. Advanced, leave everything as it is. Generate pipeline script. Okay. Copy this code if you want to simplify this section, the blocks which we have right now. I told you what you can do. Seriously. So you can block the section like that. Okay. Deploy adapter, right? So there is a comma like that, and path, we are not mentioning any path. URL, that is fine. Then comma, hit enter, and yeah, completed, right? So we are going to copy this one directly, or else in case if you want to segregate directly to the pipeline, what exactly you can do? We can go to the code directly, right? Pipeline dashboard figure. ये यहाँ पे आप डाल दो, कौन सा सेक्शन था? 5th वाला है ना, यहाँ पे आप कोड पेस्ट कर दो यहाँ पे, है ना। देखो अभी कॉम्प्लेक्स दिख रहा पाइपलाइन, तो थोड़ा सा इसको सिंपल कर देते हैं। मैंने क्या बोला, जहाँ पे कॉमा है उसके आगे एक इंटर दबा करके उसको नीचे कर लो, ठीक है। ये कॉमा एक यहाँ पे आ गया, यहाँ पे आप नीचे कर लो, ठीक है। दूसरा कॉमा आ जाएगा, यहाँ पे आप इसको नीचे कर लो, राइट। अब थोड़ा ईजी हो गया, अभी देखने में भी समझ में आ रहा है कि भाई क्या हो रहा है। जैसे कि स्टेप आर्काइव वाला था, है ना, स्टेप आर्काइव वाले को भी मैं नीचे कर सकता हूँ। देखो सब चीज़ अभी इजी समझ में आ रहा है, क्या क्या कॉन्फ़िगरेशन है इसमें, है ना। चलो, और ठीक है, इसको सेव कर देते हैं, ठीक है। देखो आर्टिफैक्ट यहाँ पे, चलो इसको मैं ओपन ब्लू ओशन से ही डिप्लॉय कर देता हूँ। कहीं से भी कर सकते हो, यहाँ से भी कर सकते हो, यहाँ से भी कर सकते हो, यहाँ से भी कर सकते हो, बेस्ड ऑन योर नीड। तो जहाँ से अच्छा लगे आप वहाँ से करो। स्लो चलने लगोगे, ठीक है। लेट्स रन द पाइपलाइन। चलो स्टार्ट हो गया है। code clone is in progress. Okay, run test cases has started. ठीक है, अब यहाँ पे आप किसी का भी लॉग देखना चाहते हो, डायरेक्टली क्लिक करके यहाँ पे आके लॉग देख सकते हो, भाई क्या हुआ करके कोड क्लोन इज कंप्लीट। देखो एरर आ गया यहाँ पे। ठीक है, कुछ चीज़ें अपन ने मिस कर दी हैं शायद, मैं दोनों लोग को बताया है ना। देख रहे हो, तो अपने को थोड़ा सा विजुअलाइजेशन मिल रहा है। तो मैं क्लिक कर लेता हूँ कि भाई एरर कहाँ पे है। अटेम्प्टिंग टू डिप्लॉय वन वार फाइल कॉन्टेक्स्ट पाथ फेल टू डिप्लॉय। तो मेरे को लगता है कि शायद मैंने पासवर्ड जो है सही ढंग से नहीं डाला है। पासवर्ड या कोई भी कॉन्फ़िगरेशन एक बार हम चेक कर लेते हैं तो माजरा क्या है अंदर। जस्ट सेकंड। ठीक है, द डैशबोर्ड कॉन्फ़िगरेशन, क्या एरर है एक बार चेक कर लेते हैं, कहीं कुछ मिस तो नहीं कर दिया, डॉट वगैरह लुक्स फाइन। क्रेडेंशियल वो भी सही है। एक मिनट में टॉमकेट सर्वर के ऊपर कॉन्फ़िगरेशन देख लेता हूँ, कुछ मिस तो नहीं किया मैंने। कॉन्फ़िगरेशन और टॉमकेट सर्वर। चलो इसको चेक कर लेते हैं क्या है। ठीक है, रोल सही है। Tomcat user will started from here. Tomcat user login person 1 2 3 4 5. This looks fine. Those that is also look fine. So I don't see any issues at all here. Tomcat सर्विस हमने स्टार्ट की थी क्या? स्टार्ट किया था ना, सिस्टम सीटीएल Tomcat सिस्टम सीटीएल स्टार्ट Tomcat। सब कुछ तो मुझे सही दिख रहा है, तो एक बार मैं वैलिडेट कर लेता हूँ। ठीक है, चलो मैनेजर वेब ऐप से क्लिक कर लेते हैं क्या आ रहा है। Tomcat ये तो सही हो रहा है, काम कर रहा है ना। इट इज़ वर्किंग फाइन राइट। देखो ये ग्राफिकल इंटरफेस है, क्यों आ रहा है ग्राफिकल इंटरफेस, क्योंकि अपन ने ये यहाँ पे इनेबल करके रखा हुआ है। देख रहे हो मैनेजर GUI। अभी अपन क्या कर रहे हैं, API के थ्रू कर रहे हैं, तो अपने को ये चाहिए, ये बाकी सब की रिक्वायरमेंट तो नहीं है, बट एनीवे तो सी इट शुड वर्क एक्चुअली, क्योंकि मैंने टॉमकैट सर्विस को भी रिस्टार्ट किया ना, इट शुड वर्क। So I'm not making any changes in the pipeline or anything. I'll go ahead and directly deploy it. Okay, everything looks fine. All I have done is restarted the services. Let's see what happened. If any other issues comes, that means it could be the issue with the credential which I have added here, है ना। तो एक बार मैं दोबारा से चेक कर लेता हूँ। चलो इसको रन कर देते हैं पाइपलाइन को। ओपन द पाइपलाइन ब्लॉक। क्या चाहिए? ओके, ये स्टेज नंबर 2 इज रनिंग, ये तीसरा चालू हो गया। इंटरेस्टिंग। तो इश्यू क्या हो सकता है ना, Tomcat land with context है। What exactly I feel like the issue is with the issue could be with this one password. So let me do one thing. Let me generate the new one. Go to the manage credential. We'll delete the existing credential. ठीक है, ये Tomcat वाला है ना, इसको हम लोग डिलीट कर देते हैं. We'll recreate it. Okay. Yes. So whatever credential you are getting, whatever credential that you are creating, it is coming under the credential section. Okay. I can add it from here. Let me add it from here. So Tomcat, and the password is L capital G LOGIN percent 12345. Okay. So ID will generate automatically. Well, so what I'm gonna do, I'm going to copy this ID. इस ID को मैं copy कर लेता हूँ. So everything looks fine, and directly I'll go to the configuration of the plugin. करने की ज़रूरत नहीं है, it should work actually. ठीक है. अभी देखो यहाँ पे एक आईडी होगा, है ना, एक आईडी, राइट. क्रेडेंशियल क्या, ये आईडी है, तो ये आईडी में डायरेक्टली क्या कर देता हूँ, पेस्ट कर देता हूँ, विच आई कॉपीड, राइट. द क्रेडेंशियल विच आई क्रिएटेड, फॉर दैट वन आईडी गॉट जनरेटेड, आई जस्ट पेस्टेड इट हियर. Just give me a second, guys. I have added the artifact, right, already into the pipeline. Let me check if I have added the artifact or not. ये यहाँ पे failure है. आर्टिफैक्ट शायद मैंने कॉपी नहीं किया है, मे बी दैट कुड बी द रीज़न इट इज़ फेलिंग. लैट द आर्टिफैक्ट. So I'm copying the artifact. Let's save it. Build now. Let me pause the recording here. So that is the reason, we have to be our eye should be open, in order to identify what exactly you have missed it. So okay, so everything is fine. Okay, I no need to copy this artifact in this particular stage. It should work as it is. Okay, the only thing I need to update is the IP address. Okay, so IP address was 3.111.219.185, and which one I was using? I was using the Jenkins IP address. It will run now. You see here our application is app. It is not running, right, because there is no war file. So oh my god. Okay, see, now the deployment is successful, right? Reload the applications. Okay, so this is how exactly you have to do the pipeline creation. Okay, step by step. So we understand where exactly we can put the, where exactly we can have the problem. First problem could be the credential. So I have created the second credential again. I have deleted all of them. And third, what exactly happened? I have started the Tomcat services. And fourth, what exactly I have done is I have updated, I have checked the IP address is correct or not. So I found out the IP address is not correct in the configuration. Okay, so that is how you can do the deployment. Okay, for example, if I want to, for example, if I have a multiple stage environment, right? Okay, so as of now, this understand is because we are using the old code, right? So it is coming as it is. So what you can do, we are going to deploy with the multiple instances. For example, we have 2 or 50 or 100 machines can be there, right? So the last concept I am telling, then you can start doing the lab. Okay, so there is a parallel options are there. Okay, so what exactly you can do? You can create one another stage. So if you see here, because my requirement is what guys? अरे यार ये किधर create हो गया? सो राइट नाउ गाइस माय रिक्वायरमेंट इज, तो चलो ये पाइपलाइन तो चल रहा है, ठीक है, 1 से 2, 2 से 3 है ना, पैरेलली. राइट नाउ देयर इज अ रिक्वायरमेंट पैरेलली आई हैव टू डिप्लॉय, है ना, पैरेलली आई हैव टू डिप्लॉय. रिकॉर्डिंग इज रनिंग राइट? नहीं. So here for example, as of now we had how many servers? We have only one server. What exactly, if it could be 50 servers or it could be 19? So in that case what we can do, we can add the parallel job as well. Okay, so for this particular options, what exactly I need to do, I need to have 2 servers altogether. So let me immediately create the new Tomcat server and deploy it. Immediately it will happen. EC2 instance running. Stage Tomcat. For example, I have given this name. Okay, so immediately I will do that. Okay, this is 22 servers. Some changes. Okay, everything was fine. This is the private key. Select existing security group. I'm using mine. Okay, launch instance. Let the instance created, and then I'm going to create the production server. Okay, production. Cat prod 1. Okay, it will have the same server. Changes done. Okay, that is fine. 2 is correct. Okay, operating system, check carefully. I'm using my existing one. That is fine. Launch instance. The instance. Stage Tomcat. Copy the IP address. Do it and paste it. Just record everything. Okay. Stage Tomcat. This is the IP address. Okay. So what I'm gonna do? I'll configure the server. Exit. Exit. Use. I'll change the IP address. Yes. I'll run the script immediately. Copy it. Sudo user. Okay. First switch to the user, then run the command. Hit enter. Exit. And just check if I am able to log in with the machine or not. Hinge and remove the private key. Private key is not required because I have configured it in the stage Tomcat second server. Password is password. Okay. And sudo su. Then install the stage Tomcat server the same way that we have done the installation for the first server. Just copy and paste. apt Java, Java. Same thing I am doing, which I have done for the staging environment, right? So see, this is taking lots of time, right? So in order to do such kind of configuration, Ansible will come into the picture. I'm gonna show you when we'll discuss about the Ansible server. I can do in 1 and 2 minutes all the setup in all the 20 servers, 50 servers, or 100 servers, 1000 servers. I can do in 5 minutes entire configuration. So this is the power of automation that you can take it. It's fine. Come on. Okay, then we have to add this line, okay, scroll down from bottom, press I to come into the editor mode, okay, just copy and paste this particular command. Okay, I'm using the same credential, so I don't have to create multiple credential, but in the real time scenario we are not going to use the same credential, it will be always the different credential. Okay, done. Okay, WQ, save, and system, copy, system services. We'll start our, if this server is ready, let me jump into the production server as well. Leave this Tomcat prod server, take the IP address, okay, and then I'll exit to my server. I'm just setting the production server similar in the similar fashion, no other changes. Installation of PDM date. If you want to enable the SSH for the Tomcat server, that is all up to you. It is not compulsory to enable the SSH login, but just for the practice purpose, use it. So how many times you will do the practice, that much time it will become perfect and perfect. You can check the status. I know that the particular service is running, so I'm not worrying about that part. Okay, done. Now we have to configure. Scroll down. Done. So right now we are going to create the multiple stages deployment, right? Multiple stage deployment we will be doing. So we have a stage. So for that, how exactly we are going to create the block? Let's understand how exactly we are going to create the blocks. Okay. So it's a very easy one. It's not a complicated one. Okay. It's easy peasy. So for the stages, how exactly you are creating the blocks? There will be a pipeline. Yes, pipeline is there, and this block is there. है ना? Then agent any is there. है ना? Agent any, and then your tools section that we have done. है ना? And then under this tool we have written Maven, the tag which we have given under the configuration. Right? This part is completed. Curly bracket, and then stages will come into the picture. Okay, understand this concept right now. Okay, inside that you are creating the stages for the parallel job. My concept I am discussing here, that is for the parallel job. How exactly that can be done inside the pipeline? Parallel job means we have a multiple Tomcat server, right? And we are going to deploy parallelly all together. So how exactly it is going to be? For example, I will say stages, give the name parallel, just for understanding, parallel stage deployment, है ना? Write something like that. Deployment, close it, and start the blocks. Then, my bad. It's stages now. It's a stage. Under the stages, stage will come. Okay, not stages. But under the stages, I can define the multiple stages, right? So what exactly I'm going to do here? I'm going to define the stage. Okay, and I will give the name as stage 1. What is the stage name? Cat server. You can give it like stage Tomcat 1. Okay, something like that you can give. Simple, same hierarchy. I'm just copying and pasting. The steps, right? Under the steps, you will be writing the war file deployment configuration, right? Similar, and the same way, what is going to happen under the double bracket? I'm not going to write it. I'm just going to take this snap. So, stepping tool. Okay. And I'm going to write the same thing over and over. See, so what exactly there will be parallel stage deployment 2. This is the deployment number 2. This is the deployment number. There is a mistake. This part only. Okay. So this is how you can. Same thing. See, just only one thing will change. Here I will define as. So this particular job will run parallelly. Here 1, 2, and in case if you want to do the third type of thing, see, you put it here, it will keep on running parallelly. This is 3, right? So under the stages, you can create different stages. Under single stages, you can define multiple stages as well, so that you can run them parallelly. But I forgot to mention right here. Okay, under the stage, you have to write the bracket parallel. I missed this part. Here, parallel command will come, curly braces open, and here curly braces are closed. So in the documentation we have as well, we have attached the documentation as well. We can use this particular option for the parallel job actually. So it should be here. See. Okay. So that is how we can define the parallel job. How exactly you are going to define? So under the stage, write some stage name and then parallel curly braces open and then at the last curly braces close. So how the block is look like, in case if you want to understand in the different way. So this is your block, this is your stages block, and this is your stage block, right? And right now if you want to do, if you want to add multiple stages, you can add it. That is a different way. I have told you, know, under the stages you can add multiple stages, yes. But also in case if you want to, अगर आप ये चाहते हो कि अगर आप डिप्लॉय करना चाहते हो पैरेलली, तो पैरेलली आप डिप्लॉय कर सकते हो यूजिंग दिस पर्टिकुलर कमांड, है ना। स्टेज के अंदर आप मल्टीपल डाल दो, मल्टीपल स्टेजेस आप एंटर कर दो इस बॉक्स के भीतर। देखो दो एग्जांपल देता हूँ। पहला तो देखो इसके भीतर मल्टीपल स्टेजेस, स्टेज 1, स्टेज 2, स्टेज 3 पे ऐड कर सकता हूँ। देखो स्टेजेस के भीतर स्टेज है और स्टेज के भीतर मल्टीपल स्टेज है ना। आप ऐसा भी कर सकते हो, ठीक है। और दूसरा तरीका ये है, ये आपके क्या है, इसी के भीतर स्टेज के भीतर ये मास्टर है, ये चाइल्ड है, और इसी का चाइल्ड क्या है, चाइल्ड 1, चाइल्ड 2, चाइल्ड 3। इस तरीके से ब्लॉक बन रहा है, ठीक है। अगर आप इसी जॉब को अगर आप पैरेलल रन करना चाहते हो ना, जैसे कि ये जॉब बना आपका, इसी को अगर आप पैरेलल अगर आप रन करना चाहते हो तो व्हाट यू कैन डू, आपको पता है कि स्टेजेस आएगा एक ब्लॉक, है ना, मेन ब्लॉक। उसके बाद आपका आ जाएगा, ये हो गया स्टेज, ये एस है और ये बिना एस के, ठीक है। इसके भीतर आप क्या कर सकते हो, मल्टीपल स्टेज बना सकते हो, स्टेज 1, स्टेज 2, स्टेज 3, लाइक दैट। हाँ, इन केस इफ यू वांट टू रन द जॉब पैरेलली, आप क्या चाहते हो, स्टेज 1, स्टेज 2, स्टेज 3 should run parallelly. So what is that, what is the block we have to create, we have to create the another block here under the stage itself, and we are going to use them as a parallel. This will be the syntax under all these things which you are seeing right here. जो आप ये देख रहे हो, ये सारे ब्लॉक्स किसके भीतर आ जाएंगे, ये सारे ब्लॉक्स इस ब्लॉक्स में आ जाएंगे, इस लोकेशन पे आ जाएंगे, ठीक है। और इसके ऊपर कौन सा ब्लॉक है, पैरेलल के ऊपर कौन सा ब्लॉक है गाइस, स्टेज ब्लॉक है, राइट। ये आपका हो गया, you can see. So you can see the example in the documents as well. This is the example, guys. Okay, so let's figure it out how exactly that can be done, because we have a multiple environment ready. So what are we gonna do, rest of the thing will remain same. I don't think there will be any changes at all, okay. Everything looks same except one thing. इधर चला गया पाइपलाइन, ये बस डिप्लॉय कर देते हैं, उसके बाद आप लोग लैब जो है स्टार्ट कर सकते हैं फिर, ठीक है। मैं भी रहूँगा लैब में, क्या क्या डिफ़िकल्टीज होती है आई लेट यू नो, ठीक है। इधर गया भाई, ओके। configuration stages, configure, okay. So see, there this is the block, right, this is the last final main block, right. So what exactly I'm gonna do, I'm going to give the name this particular block as, okay, this is the 5th block, right. I'm going to give it a stage 1 parallel deployment, okay, something like that I'm going to give it, okay. And thereafter, in order to write the steps, what exactly I'm going to do, I'm going to let me do one thing. Let me remove this block and paste it into the notepad. This part for the time being is not considered anything. So what we gonna do, under the stage we are going to create another stage, see, but we want to run them parallelly, right. So I'm going to write parallel, curly bracket open, shift enter, automatically it got created, curly bracket close, got created, right. Under that I'm going to create a stage, now giving first stage Tomcat server I have written like that, है ना, and then curly braces open, shift enter, and then you are going to write the steps. Okay, curly braces open, shift enter, and then you are going to write this block. Okay, just copy this one, that is not required. This is the main one. Done. Okay, so if you see, this particular block is starting from here, right? See, 1 2. So I am going to create the another block, okay, right after this. I can do one thing, I can copy and paste, right? Because everything is similar. I can copy and paste it directly. Copy and just right before that, just paste it here, right? And everything will be same because credential we are not going to use the different credential, same credential will be there, right? So only one thing will change, what? IP address, that's it, nothing else will change. Let's copy the stage environment, secondary stage environment IP address. This is the one. Copy it, paste it, done, and save it. Okay, so open Blue Ocean, you can deploy it from here, click on run. पहली बार नहीं रन हो गया, एरर हो गया. There could be a syntax error, I believe so. Okay, duplicate name I have given. 1 second. बस हो गया भाई, छोड़ने वाला हूँ. I know it's a very long time. ठीक है, एक सिंटैक्स एरर ये हो गया कि डुप्लीकेट सेम स्टेज का नाम जो है मैंने सेम ही रख दिया. ठीक है, ये जो है स्टेज 1, इसका नाम जो है मैं चेंज कर देता हूँ, उसका मैं जोड़ता हूँ 2. ठीक है, एवरीथिंग लुक्स फाइन, कोई एरर तो नहीं दिख रहा, सब कुछ सही है. ठीक है, तो अगर मैं इसको लार्जर वे में अगर लिखूँ तो आपको थोड़ा सा अंडरस्टैंडिंग के लिए थोड़ा इजी हो जाएगा. आई क्रिएट वन, ये देखो, यहाँ पे देखो आप, है ना, फिफ्थ स्टेज के भीतर देखो एक पैरेलल जॉब क्रिएट किया मैंने ताकि ये पैरेलली चले, स्टेज इन्वायरमेंट 1, स्टेज इन्वायरमेंट 2, है ना, और डिप्लॉयमेंट, क्योंकि क्रेडेंशियल हमारा तो सेम ही है ना, क्रेडेंशियल में कोई चेंजेस है क्या? नहीं, वहाँ पे भी टॉमकैट है, यहाँ पे भी टॉमकैट है, सो वी कैन यूज द सेम क्रेडेंशियल. ठीक है, इसको अभी हम लोग सेव करके दोबारा से रन कर देते हैं. डिप्लॉयड, रन हो रहा है. See, the parallel deployment is happened right now, right? So this is how it exactly it is going to look like. अभी देखो, अभी दोनों सर्वर पे डिप्लॉय हो चुका है, सेम चीज़ है ना, तो कैसे अपन आइडेंटिफाई करेंगे डिप्लॉय हुआ है कि नहीं? So just copy the URL. Okay, this is the secondary server where we have deployed it, right? It's here. This is the secondary server 8080/app, है ना. ये आपका पहला सर्वर है. देखो यहाँ पे भी सेम कोड डिप्लॉय हुआ है और यहाँ पे भी आपका सेम कोड डिप्लॉय हुआ है. तो दोनों जब अगर आप देखोगे तो ये दोनों जॉब क्या हुए, पैरेलली रन हुए हैं. दिस हैज रन पैरेलली ऑल टुगेदर. किधर चला गया? This is how it is going to look like. If I will add the three parallel job, you will be able to see the three parallel jobs as well. Okay. The last one we have a production one. I know you guys are tired completely. This is the last one. I will add the production where manager approval is required. So what we can do in order to deploy into the production, right? So let's go into the Jenkins. इसका URL directly मिलेगा. I'll go to the registration. ठीक है. Dashboard and configure, because that is the same code, right? So I believe I can use this one. ठीक है. अभी देखो यहाँ पे हम लोग को क्या डिप्लॉय करना है. यहाँ पे देखो ये तो पैरेलल जॉब था, अब हमको प्रोडक्शन में डिप्लॉय करना है. सो व्हाट एग्जैक्टली वी गोना डू. सो इफ यू कम हियर, आवर पाइपलाइन इज एंडिंग हियर, राइट. ये देख लो आपका पैरेलल जॉब यहाँ से स्टार्ट हुआ. स्टेज, ये आपका स्टेज है, राइट. सो वी कैन स्टार्ट फ्रॉम हियर. ठीक है. एक और स्टेज मैं क्रिएट कर रहा हूँ. स्टेज का नाम क्या है? What is the stage name? The deployment to production. Deployment to production. Curly braces open. Block close. एक ब्लॉक को क्लोज कर दिया. उसके बाद स्टेप्स विल कम इनटू द पिक्चर. स्टेप्स के बाद बाकी सब सारी चीज़ें तो सेम रहेंगी, बस क्या होगा यहाँ पे आईपी एड्रेस चेंज होगा. लेकिन एक और चीज़ है यहाँ पे गाइस. क्या? यहाँ पे हमारे टर्म आएगा इनपुट. ओके. सो हाउ एग्जैक्टली दैट इज गोइंग टू गिव यू द वेदर यू वांट टू डिप्लॉय इट और नॉट. सो लेट्स गो टू द स्निपेट जनरेटर. यू विल गेट इट हाउ एग्जैक्टली वी आर गोइंग टू डिफाइन दैट. देखो अगर मैंने सिंगल कोटेशन नहीं दिया तो इट इज गिविंग एन एरर. ओके. सो जस्ट गिव द सिंगल कोटेशन. ओके. सो go to the declarative directory generator and go to the input, and what message you want to pass? Well, is required. Approval is required. We have to add the button. Please authorize. Or I will say I will say proceed, right? Just proceed and leave the other parameter generate declarative, and this is the right. So where exactly you need to add this one? Under which block, guys? Under the stage block. Okay. Steps block. Okay, so under this block, right after once it comes, so steps will come into the picture. Under the steps, we are going to copy the same thing which we have in the place. I know it is going to look little complex, but once you start doing right, automatically your brain will start functioning what needs to be done in that scenario. Okay, so I'll do one thing. Let me put in sequence everything. We have a steps. Okay, and this is the IP address that needs to be changed because it is going to the production, right? Rest of the configuration will same, and the production IP address is different one. So it is going to be this particular production IP. So here I'm going to mention the rest of the settings will remain same. Okay, you don't have to generate it over and over. Okay, just for the sample lab and understanding and see, check whether if there is any error or not. Okay, save it. Blue ocean and check. Run the pipeline and check if you're getting any error or not. See, are you seeing the parallel deployment? See, right now what exactly it is coming guys? Let us see that. Approval is required, proceed or abort. For example, I'll get an email from the manager, right? Manager say, okay, get ready, deploy it. Then once I got the manager email, then I will proceed. See, then deployment production is happened immediately. It is completed, right? So that is how we can do the deployment. Okay. Right now, if you go to the production application that we have in place, this is the IP address of our production machine, right? And then what we're gonna do? Zip and sorry, 8080. This is the production application. Sorry, my bad. What is the application name we have given? Okay, so in the tomorrow lab, what exactly I'm going to do? I will make it, I will talk about the active directory part. So we will be joining the machine, so we'll learn those things in the very good manner, so that we can identify how, with the help of single credential, we are going to manage the DevOps infrastructure, we are going to manage the application infrastructure, and we'll do the automation. Okay, so as of now today I have deployed the Java static pages, which you can see that is a login table. So in the tomorrow classes I'm going to do the same thing with some advanced features I'm going to add, because if you see the pipeline here, right? Yeah. So basically we have created a very simple pipeline. Okay, just for your understanding. Okay, but yes, it means it might look little difficult for you because you are doing for the first time, right? So no need to worry about that one. Okay. So here we have a multiple blocks. How many blocks? See, let me do one thing. Let me know if you guys are able to see it properly. Where exactly I can put them? Okay. So okay, this is the block number first. I'll do one thing. Okay. This one is the block one. This is two. This one is three. I mean, this is what I need to say. Three. This one is four. This one is 5, this one is 6, and this is 7, this is 8, this is 9, this is 10. Wait यार, इसको मैं पेज को मूव नहीं कर सकता, मेक इट स्मॉल यार, थोड़ा सा देखना यार, पेज को जूम करके देखना, क्योंकि सारे पेज नहीं आएंगे, है ना? तो फोर्थ तक क्या था? 10th था, है ना? 10th ब्लॉक थे यहाँ पे अपने पास। यहाँ पे फोर्थ तक जहाँ तक मैंने काउंट किया 10th ब्लॉक थे, राइट? 10th, उसके बाद आपका हो गया 11, इसके बाद आपका हो गया 12, और इसके बाद ये पैरेलल ब्लॉक हो गया आपका 13, उसके बाद ये आपका हो गया 14, एंड देन 15, 16, 16, right? उसके बाद 16 के बाद हो गया आपका ये 17। अरे वाह, आ गया क्या? ओके, ऑलरेडी वो ऊपर चला गया वो। ये आपका हो गया था 16, आई बिलीव 16। ये हो गया 17, ये वाला ब्लॉक इनपुट ब्लॉक हो गया आपका 18, है ना। उसके बाद ये हो गया आपका 19 एंड फिनिश, डन। ठीक है, तो देख रहे हो कि आप मल्टीपल ब्लॉक्स हम लोगों ने इसको क्रिएट किया हुआ है, राइट। सो दैट इज हाउ इट कैन बी अचीव्ड यार। ठीक है, तो अभी हम लोगों ने सिंपल पाइपलाइन भी किया, तो कल इसी चीज़ में अपन डेटाबेस भी इंक्लूड करने वालों में पूरे डायनेमिक एप्लीकेशन हम लोग डिप्लॉय करेंगे। ठीक है, और एक्टिव डायरेक्टरी वगैरह इंस्टॉलेशन पार्ट समझेंगे। ठीक है, किसी को कोई डाउट, एनी क्वेश्चंस और एनीथिंग, लेट मी नो।